Number 5. The phantom phone buzz. You've probably felt it, that tiny suspicious vibration on your thigh that convinces you your phone is begging for attention. You grab it, flip it over, and nothing. Not a call, not a text, not even a notification from that shopping app you didn't realize you installed. Just silence. Congratulations, your nervous system just gaslit you. This little glitch is called phantom vibration syndrome, and it happens because your brain is running on an ancient operating system that was never designed to handle smartphones. Thousands of years ago, your ancestors weren't checking for messages. They were checking for danger, buzzing insects, rustling grass, the soft footsteps of an animal, deciding whether you were dinner. Your brain is still using that 200,000-year-old software. But now it has to interpret the modern world. A wrinkle in your clothes? Must be a message. Air shifting under your pocket? Someone liked your post. A muscle twitch? Obviously your crush finally replied. The funniest part? Your brain actually rewards you for checking. Every time you look at your phone, you give yourself a small dopamine snack. So your brain tries to help by inventing reasons for you to check more often, like an over-enthusiastic intern who keeps sending fake alerts just to feel useful. And thus, the great mystery of your buzzing, non-buzzing phone. Your nervous system throwing imaginary parties in your pocket. Number 4. The doorway memory wipe. You know that moment when you walk into a room with the confidence of someone who has a mission, and then immediately forget why you came there. You just stand there, staring at the wall like it personally offended you. This isn't you getting older or losing your mind. This is a built-in brain feature, a weird one called the doorway effect. Your brain treats doorways like level transitions in a video game. When you pass through one, it basically autosaves your mental state, clears some temporary files, and gets ready for whatever new chaos might be on the other side. This made perfect sense back when walking from a cave to the outside world meant instantly switching from relaxing by the fire to try not to get eaten. But now it just means you end up standing in the kitchen wondering if you came for a snack, your keys, or existential clarity. The glitch happens because your working memory, the tiny part of your brain responsible for holding immediate information, is extremely sensitive to context. Change the environment, and poof, your thoughts scatter like a flock of pigeons. Your brain takes the doorway as a sign that it should wipe the slate clean, even if the thing it erased was, important. Like grab the charging cable before your phone dies a dramatic death. So the next time you walk into a room and forget everything, just remember, your brain is trying its best. It's just running on software that hasn't been updated since the Mammoth era. Number 3, sleep-drunk logic. Picture this. You're half asleep, your alarm goes off, and your brain decides that the best solution is to negotiate with the clock like it's a hostage situation. You start justifying why 5 more minutes won't ruin your life. You might even disable the alarm entirely, fully believing, future, you will somehow figure it out. This is not laziness. This is your brain being temporarily replaced by a raccoon wearing a lab coat. During the first few minutes after waking, you're in a state called sleep inertia, which is basically your brain still loading its operating system. The parts responsible for logic, planning, judgment. The executive team are offline sipping imaginary coffee. Meanwhile, your emotional brain is wide awake and extremely confident it can run things alone. That's how you end up doing Olympic-level mental gymnastics, like convincing yourself you don't need to go to work because time is an illusion. Your body also hasn't rebooted its motor systems properly. That's why you get that slow-motion, floppy-limbed wobble to the bathroom. You're basically a smartphone stuck at 3% battery, overheating, glitching, and desperately pretending everything is fine. The wild thing? Your brain knows you're not ready. Sleep inertia is an evolutionary safety feature to prevent you from sprinting into danger the second you wake up. But in the modern world, it just makes you bad at math, bad at decisions, and weirdly good at finding excuses. So yes, waking up is basically a controlled brain malfunction, and somehow we all pretend it's normal. Number 2. The sudden "did I lock the door?" panic. You've walked at least 3 blocks. Maybe you're already in the elevator, halfway to work, feeling productive when suddenly your brain smacks you with a single terrifying question. Did you lock the door? And instantly, you cannot remember, not even a little. You replay the morning in your head like a crime scene reconstruction, but all you get is static. Now your brain is demanding you turn around, go home, and check, even though you've locked that same door 4,000 times in your life. Welcome to the weird psychological glitch called habit blindness. When you do something so routinely that your brain stops paying attention, it doesn't store the memory. Your autopilot takes over, completes the task flawlessly, and then tosses the evidence in the trash. So even though you did lock the door, your conscious mind has absolutely no proof. Your brain does this to save energy because it's a diva and refuses to waste power on anything boring. But when habit meets anxiety, it becomes a chaos duet. The anxious part of your brain doesn't care about logic. It wants certainty. It wants receipts. And since you don't have that tiny memory file saying, door locked, it convinces you that disaster is imminent. The funniest part is this. The more responsible you are, the more likely you are to doubt yourself. Your brain goes, you always do this task perfectly, which means if something's wrong, it'll be really wrong. Great. Thanks, brain. Very helpful. So yes, the door is locked. Your sanity, however, is slightly ajar. Number 1. Random. Why did I say that? Replays. You'll be having a perfectly normal day. Maybe eating cereal. Maybe trying to mind your own business, when suddenly your brain drags out a memory from 8 years ago. Something embarrassingly small. Like the time you said you too to the waiter who told you to enjoy your meal. And now you're reliving it in HD. Complete with emotional surround sound, wondering why your brain insists on torturing you with the world's most useless highlight reel. This glitch is known as spontaneous memory intrusion, and it happens because your brain has terrible management skills. It stores emotional memories in the same filing cabinet as existential crises, so occasionally it just grabs the wrong folder and throws it in your face. It's like your mind is trying to remind you that you've always been awkward and always will be. Comforting. What makes this glitch even weirder is that your brain doesn't choose memories based on importance. It chooses them based on incompleteness. Anything that felt unresolved, embarrassing, confusing, or socially uncomfortable gets marked with a giant sticky note that says, "Review later." And later can mean anywhere from 5 minutes to 50 years. Biologically, this system was meant to help you learn from dangerous situations. Emotionally, it means your brain treats a slightly weird handshake like a saber-toothed tiger attack. Same stress response, zero actual danger. And there you are, standing in the kitchen, flushing red over a moment no one else even remembers. Your brain calls it learning. You call it suffering. Both are technically correct. That's it for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.